The Internet. What is the Internet? Really, the Internet is nothing more than a bunch of computers networked together to form a communications network. The Internet has become the de facto standard of communication. Why? Because the Internet, unlike traditional telecommunication services, is data agnostic. You can send anything across it. Thanks to the way pricing is structured for Internet access in the United States, the marginal cost of the Internet is $0. Unlike traditional services, such as the post office, if you want to send another letter or another package, you have to pay for more shipping. In the Internet, if you want to send another email, you simply click the send button and it costs you $0. Because the Internet is so large and widely connected, you can reach a larger international market with ease. The Internet is more efficient and it operates in real time with services such as Twitter. The Internet has clearly taken over the telecommunications service industry. As you can see, email has replaced fax, Skype and other voice-over IP services has replaced the traditional telephone service. Sites such as Facebook and PhotoBucket are now the way to share pictures among family and friends. So, all the old things on the left that only served one function are now subject to the Grim Reaper, while the Internet is the future. The Internet enables anyone to get an education. With software such as Tegrity, students can watch recorded lectures and view the class professor interact with each other throughout the lecture. This enables people who may not have access to a 4-year degree program to actually receive their degree without physically setting steps on a campus. It also allows international students to participate at top colleges and universities worldwide without leaving their home country. The term Internet economy refers to business functions that can now be completed over the Internet, and that's a lot. Looking at the chart below, in 2009, 7.2% of UK's GDP was from the Internet. This is because the Internet economy opens up new communication methods, often ones that are faster and cheaper to implement than traditional services, and opens up new markets. And in response, that means more money. The Internet economy allows small businesses to compete. It allows equal market access to everyone. While previously it would have been beneficial to have a store in Manhattan, where there's a large population, compared to a store in rural Oklahoma, where there's a lot smaller population, now the Internet allows access to both markets equally. Niche markets also have some advantages. A pillow maker can find those that want to buy pillows online now, through the use of search engines and other indexes. And physical location means nothing, as communication can occur, product can be shipped in traditional means. What the Internet really enables is the lowering of transaction costs. The Internet is now the premier source for information. This is both good and bad. While access to information is now faster, and the amount of information available to people is larger, the quality of the information may not be as good. Internet access includes being able to get expert advice, use traditional library systems, use indexes such as Wikipedia that have been crowdsourced, ask questions on forums such as Yahoo Answers, and look at other forums that may have data that otherwise would not be preserved. The Internet is becoming more official. Governments are turning towards the Internet to archive data as well as provide updates to the general public. Examples include the United States Patent and Trademark Office offering all their patents online in a searchable format. Elected officials also use services like Twitter to keep the public in the know as to what's going on. Now that anyone can publish information to the Internet, it's only a matter of who's going to look at that information. Imagine a day without the Internet. What would you do? Now that I've shown you the importance of the internet, how can we enable it? The U.S. government has traditionally valued communications services and has tried to promote it in areas where rollouts are not economically feasible for carriers. The Rural Telephone Service program that provided copper connection lines to rural areas. Equity is just not there. In high-density population areas, connection speeds are higher than those where population densities are much lower. Additionally, America lags internationally on the speed of an average connection. What we need to do is promote minimum connection speeds. A connection to the internet is only useful if it can effectively download the content the user wants in a reasonable amount of time. If it takes 3 hours to load a web page, the internet is useless. Also, full-time access to the internet is required. The internet never sleeps, and the only way to maximize utility is to have it available 24/7. That means in-home access is a must, and simply providing public access at places such as universities and libraries will not get the job done. So how can we go about doing this? There's lots of options. There could be a public-owned ISP that's run by the government. There could be limited rights of ways for limited rollouts, suggesting that if internet providers are only going to serve high-density population areas, then they are not given the rights of ways to do so until they reach a more diverse population. Grants, loans, and tax incentives to encourage next-generation technology, specifically things like fiber to the home and fiber to the node, instead of traditional copper lines, can greatly increase connection speeds for users. And maybe there's some other ways. You'll have to read my paper to find out more.